What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Disney Card Unboxing. Today I am going to be opening Eric Breaker and Spikey Fillups. And if you remember from my hunt that I uploaded on the weekend, I found these guys in a mini toy store that I was pretty happy to find them. I was not expecting to find these guys in the store. But lo and behold, they had them, and I was excited because I've been looking forward to getting these guys for a good long while. So, right now it's going to review the packaging. Right off the bat, you can see the art design of both of them. It looks very nice. I really like the art design of Spikey here. They are part of the Next Gen Piston Cup Racer series. On the back it reads, will the improved Next Gen Racers break Lightning McQueen's winning streak? And some other characters we have here is Comrade Camber, Sheldon Shifter, Rich Mixon, and Chris Ramon. And you can see he's even on the card with Danny Suarez in the back. There's a Vuezy Racer which I believe is being released around December, and there's Buck Bearingley in the far back, and just some more legal stuff. But overall, pretty nice. I like the description. And yeah, they look pretty cool in the packaging. Conrad and Chris are the only ones I am missing from this series. I am still looking forward to getting these two. I'm looking forward more for Conrad because he looks a lot. I like the detail of him a lot more than Chris, in my opinion. But hopefully I can get those two very soon in the future. But without further ado, I'll be back with these two amazing next gen racers out of the package. Okay, here we are back with Eric Breaker and Spikey Fillups out of the packaging. And so, let's go and review Eric first, because I find him, I'm a lot more interested in him than Spikey over here. So, let's get into Eric. So you can see right away that he is frowning. He doesn't really look that happy. He looks he has an aggressive expression. He is the racer for Synergy. Very like the detail of that. The blue and the yellow go together very well. I also like the green of him, and it's sparkly too. And if you look very closely, you can see like these little octagons, I believe they're called, on the body. So that's pretty cool right there. Green rims with yellow trim, which read Lightyear tires. And some of the sponsors here are Combustor, Carbon Cyber, and Synergy himself. On the roof, all you get is the number 5. Same on the side. Here's the arrow telling Pity's Wheel to lift him up. To change his tires, there's a gas cap, but in this case it's a charging cap because it's an electric car. Rookie stripes on the back. Number 5, with a G. Great detail of the tail lights, and same thing on this side. I like that there's a yellow stripe that goes through the body. Same thing on this side, but it goes kind of. Okay, yeah, I see it. So there's one coming from the back end of the 5 and the front end of the 5, right there. But on this side, you don't see much of the back end coming out. Here's the base. Nothing really that interesting, just coding and stuff. And on the spoiler, just Synergy pretty cool. I really like this guy a lot. He may be one of my new favorite next gen racers. And now on to Spikey Fillups. Also a pretty interesting guy, but not as interesting in my opinion as Eric here. Mostly because like he's very plain in a way, because like he is the two colors they used for him is like a light blue and then a very dark purplish blue, and in my opinion I like the light blue, but I don't think they should have picked two types of blue for him, because like they kind of like they don't stand out against each other like Eric here and some other next gen racers that I'll be comparing you to in a while. But like yeah, it doesn't stand out. It does stand out, but not as noticeable as some other next gen racers. But with that, you can see he is also having a frown, but not as serious as Eric over here. You can see some blue stuff right here. It kind of looks like, I don't know what the design looks like. It kind of looks like to me it kind of reminds me of like a water effect, but I don't think that's what they're going for here. On the side here, number 11 with the piston. So this must be little torquey pistons. Yeah, it is. Little torquey pistons. Little torquey pistons. Black rims with light yellow tires. Base. On the back, bright red rookie stripes, completely different color from Eric. Eric has bright red, not bright red, sorry, orange ones, but they don't seem as bright. Looks like a different shade of orange. Nice taillights. Number 117. On the side there it reads little torquey pistons. And here is the other side of him. I like the detail, I like the design. I just don't really think that light blue with a dark purplish blue should have gone together. Like, I just really like the design as much as Eric over here. That's just me. And also with the eyes to kind of blend into the body a little bit, because they're also like a dark purplish color. Okay, so now, since we're done reviewing them, we'll get into comparisons of models with other next gens. So first, we'll both compare him to Jackson Storm, because he is his own unique model. So here is Jackson Storm, and he looks pretty nice with these guys. He obviously stands out because he is a very dark color next to these two bright next gen racers. I still think Jackson Storm is a cool model and a cool character in all, but I like there's some other next gens that I would say are a lot more detail of color and are my favorite against Jackson Storm. Like Eric here, for example, is one of my favorites. So for comparisons, we're going to first compare Eric first to the next gen models, since we reviewed him first. We're basically just going to be comparing him to his models that are similar to him. So let's put Spikey back here. So here's Eric. So the first one we're going to take out is Danny Suarez over here. I like that they both have different expressions. Very similar models, of course. If you see, Danny here has blue and blue, but he also has that silver, which makes it stand out. Spikey over here does have that yellow, but that's the only thing that stands out basically. Besides that, over there, that black on the spoiler and the body feature details. That's the only other color that stands out on him. But this gold stands out a lot more, and I like that on Danny. So with Danny and Eric, I would say like kind of hard. I like both of them. I'm going to pick Eric over Danny, even though Danny looks very nice with the gold chrome on him, very reflective of light. Let me get that focus there. Sorry about that. But I honestly like Danny a lot, but I'm gonna say Eric wins this one. Up next, we will be comparing him to Flip Dover, which I like a lot. With the pink and the white to go together pretty well. He is sponsored of Intersection. Again, they changed the mouse expression, which is very nice, because if you remember with Cars 1 when they had similar models like let's say RPM or Winford, Banford, Rutherford, and we would have like the Vusian racer, Ryan Shields, I believe his name is. They would basically have the same expression. The only thing different would be the paint scheme. But I like that Mattel has changed the mouse design and the eye expression. Same thing with Danny. I already pointed out, but you see that like the mouse expression is completely different for all of them. I like that a lot, and hopefully they continue that. I don't know if they do have. I don't know if there are similar mouse expressions out there, but at the moment, from the ones I own, they all have different mouth and eye expressions. And now let's compare him to Barry D. Pedal, which I loved a lot when I got him from the Next Gen 4-pack back in December of last year. He was one of my favorites, and he still is, mostly because of this color scheme right here. The yellow fading into the orange and then into the red. It's absolutely amazing. Really lovely. I'm going to say he's a little higher on my list than Eric over here, but they're around the same in the course of favorites. Again, completely different mouse expression and eye expression. Love that a lot. I didn't notice this before. It seems that Eric has a window bars on the back of him. That's pretty interesting. I don't think any other of the next gens have that. Let me check. No, it does not look like they do. That's pretty interesting that he has window bars on him. I like that. That's a cool little feature. Very nice, very nice. Another, and this is the one I said is my favorite from the pack. His name is Steve Slick Lepage. Here he is. I mentioned that he is my favorite one from the pack, mostly because of the chrome design. You can see it's very reflective. You can see my hand. It's reflective of the floor. It's a very reflective chrome. I really like what they did here with it. Looks like he has a similar eye expression to Flip Dover, but overall, they don't. Well, the eye expression is a little different because he has curves in his, while his is just straight with a little crest up there. So technically a little different, but not exactly different. But I think I have a new favorite. Steve here is pretty nice. I really like him. But I think Eric is my new favorite for next gen. Eric and Barry DePal here. These two are my new favorite next gens at the moment. Just love the color scheme in them. Love them a lot. So now let's get on to comparisons of. Hold on, I didn't finish. There's one more. I just realized there's one more model car that I need to compare. Is Gabriel from the trainee piston cup races. So he's pretty plain. I really like the blue on him though. But technically the same model. So yeah, that's basically it for Eric here. So now let's get into comparison of models similar to Spikey over here. So first off, let's start with the cars that came in the same series as him. So first, let me show you Rich Mixon over here. It looks like he also has similar colors, but you can see like there's darks and lights all around him. He's not my favorite, of course, but I like the style of him a little bit more than Spikey here. Like there's a lot more like patterns and there's a lot more going on the paint job. Looks like their eye expression seems to be very similar. Pretty disappointing. Hopefully that's not with all the models of Spikey. Now let me show you Sheldon Shifter, which I like. Reminds me of Peppermint because of the green. Also reminds me a little bit of Greg Candyman. Do they have different expressions? No, does not look like it. That's pretty disappointing. Okay, here is Tom W. He has a different eye expression, that's good. Mouth expression, pretty similar, but eye expression, well, that's good enough. Here is Aiden. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Like it a lot. Different expression from the looks of it. And last but not least, JD McPillar, which is also from the Next Gen 4-pack series. Again, similar expressions and same exact eye expression as well. Come on, Mattel. That's pretty disappointing. That's pretty disappointing right there. Well, that's basically it for today's video. So, what did we learn from the comparisons? Basically, that's Eric's model. They change up the eye expression and mouth expression more than Spikey. Spikey, his the model of him, they all basically have the same eye expression and mouth expression. So that, in my opinion, that's a pretty big disappointment. But overall, pretty nice cars. I do like Eric a lot more. I like Barry. Barry's a pretty cool one. I find him very interesting. I don't know which one to like more, Barry or Eric here. Both pretty cool cars. Really like them a lot. But I just don't know. I like the paint scheme of him. I like the detail and colors of him. I just don't really know. I think it's just a fair match, and they both get the win for me. Before I end this video, I'd like to ask you guys, which one do you like more? Do you like Eric Breaker or Spikey Fillups here? Let me know in the comment section down below. But without further ado, that's basically it for the end of this video. So hope you guys enjoyed this unboxing video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.